Welcome to Harlem Renaissance Voices, the podcast where we explore the lives and legacies of artists who shaped one of the most influential cultural movements in American history. Today we're diving into the world of jazz with one of the most legendary musicians of all time, Louis Armstrong.
That's right, Armstrong wasn't just a musician, he was a revolutionary in sound. His influence during the Harlem Renaissance was unparalleled, and we're here to break down his journey, his music, and his impact.
Let's get into it. Segment 1, Early Life and Influences.
Here to talk about Louis Armstrong's legacy are two flappers.
Oh, darlings, let me tell you, Louis Armstrong, or Statuo, was born in 1901 in New Orleans, Louisiana. Raised in poverty, Louis Armstrong discovered his love for music early on, thanks to the city's vibrant jazz scene.
Oh, honey, and after a rough patch, he found himself at the Colored Waifs Home for Boys, where he picked up the cornet. Lucky for us, that's where his journey truly began. His talent shined so bright that Joe King Oliver, the best cornet player around, took him under his wing.
Segment 2, Armstrong and the Harlem Renaissance. Armstrong's move to Chicago in the early 1920s was just the beginning. By the mid-1920s, he was in New York, collaborating with the greats like Fletcher Henderson and setting the jazz scene on fire.
Harlem's nightclub, like the famous Cotton Club, became the perfect stage for Armstrong to showcase his unparalleled trumpet skills and charismatic voice.
And let me tell you, the way he played, ooh, it sent shivers down my spine. No one had ever heard jazz like that before. It was electrifying. He was the bee's knees.
Oh, and don't forget his Hot 5 and Hot 7 recordings. Those records changed the game. He made jazz personal, made it tell a story.
Yes.
Ladies, the times are changing, and so is fashion. Long locks are out, and the flapper bob is in. But a bob is only as dazzling as the shine it carries. So make sure yours is the talk of the town with Belle's Brilliantine.
Just a few drops of Belle's Brilliantine smooths, tames, and gives your bob that sleek, glossy finish that turns heads from Broadway to Broad Street. No more frizz, no more flyaways, just a perfect polished quick that stays in place through every Charleston and cheeky wink.
That's right, ladies. Whether you wear your bob straight, curled, or waved, Belle's Brilliantine keeps it looking modern, marvelous, and absolutely magnifique.
So rush to your nearest department store and ask for Belle's Brilliantine.
Secret to the perfect flapper bob, because a modern woman deserves a modern shine. What made Armstrong's music revolutionary? For one, his virtuosic trumpet playing, his ability to bend notes, his high-energy solos, and his signature gravelly voice set him apart.
He popularized scat singing, vocal improvisation using nonsensical syllables, which became a staple in jazz.
Segment 3, Unique Characteristics of Armstrong's work.
Scat singing, oh, the fun of it. He made it sound so effortless, like a party in your ears.
And let's not forget that charm of his, that dazzling smile, that twinkle in his eyes. Louis had audiences eating right out of his hand.
Segment 4, Lasting Impact. Armstrong's influence on the Harlem Renaissance was monumental. He helped bridge the gap between jazz and mainstream audiences, making it a defining sound of the era.
His work paved the way for future musicians, proving that jazz was not just entertainment, it was an art form. His legacy continued well beyond the Harlem Renaissance.
Oh, sugar. Louis Armstrong didn't just play jazz, he was jazz. His music, born from struggle and joy, still makes us want to dance.
That's all for this episode of Harlem Renaissance Voices. Darlings, if you love this little shindig, don't forget to subscribe and join us next time for another fabulous look at this golden era.
Until then, keep the music playing.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.